Hi, I'm Louis Johnston, the founder and director and evangelist at Layman Lessons Church. We are at our new building that we bought on January 3rd at 1455 Neely's Bend Road in Madison, Tennessee. It's a storage barn. It's been used as a storage barn for over 30 years, and we are just blessed to have a storage barn so we can store items that the church distributes to the homeless and needy in the Middle Tennessee community. Today is April 13th, 2018, and so far this year we've been able to secure over 30 semi-trailers full of non-perishable food and drinks, supplies like sunscreen and over-the-counter medications, rescue blankets. All these will be shrink-wrapped and stored inside our storage barn so that our partners, we have over 150 partners in the Middle Tennessee area, can come by and pick up goods to take to their local area, churches as far away as Cookeville and Sparta, and Pulaski, Murfreesboro, Lebanon, Cookeville, all these areas, Springfield, Tennessee, all these areas come to us to pick up supplies that we provide for them so they can go feed their local homeless and needy in their local communities, because they know who is truly needy. They deal with them on a daily basis. And we're a mobile church. Layman Lessons has always been a mobile church to the homeless and the needy. We serve the needy in the homeless camps in Nashville, Tennessee in particular. We go out to these hidden homeless camps and have volunteers gather on a Saturday morning and take food and drink supplies off of our semi-trailer and as it is, and take it out to the hidden homeless camps. This building was built in 1941, and it is so historic to this community. It was the lifeblood of this community. It was the only general store in 1940s during wartime that the area residents could come to and get supplies. It was a general store, Camus General Store. After the old country store was closed here in the late 70s, early 80s, with such great memories, I even remember I lived here in the Bend, a short distance away, and attended church here on Neely's Bend Road. And I remember the store, general store, as I went by to visit neighbors on Hudson Road here. And it's just a special building with special memories and worthy of preserving. It's our intent at some point to invest in restoring the general store, putting the general store front back on it, and all. We also plan to put a new metal barn in the back of this property, and to that building we will have utilities, electricity and plumbing and that kind of thing. And that we will be using both buildings just to distribute food from this property, food and non-perishable bottled water, pallets of bottled water and vitamin water, and the items that I mentioned earlier. It doesn't require refrigeration, it doesn't require heating and air, just requires a barn to put it in. And we're going to continue the use of this building, as it has been for over 35 years now, as a storage barn. Here at the Corinthian Baptist Church on 33rd Avenue North and their parking lot on April 16th, 2018, 11:30, distributing food to the local needy, homeless, through the hands and feet of Jesus, by the membership of Corinthian Baptist Church. Got Metro's finest here, helping carry boxes to the cars of the members so they can get it to the people in need in this local community. This is what Layman Lessons Church does, provide food for the homeless and truly needy in Nashville and in about 14 states. This is our semi-trailer parked here beside this residential parking lot that's owned by the church to distribute this food. And it's snow flurries right here, April 16th. It is cold out here, and the people are loving this ministry, and Layman Lessons is just proud to be a good part of it and provide this food for all these needy people.
This is what Layman Lessons Church, Corinthian Missionary Baptist Church, and this community coming together in the name of Jesus. I hear the Lord say, "Come ye blessed of my Father, for when I was hungry, Or did he say, because you sang in the choir every Sunday, you was a deacon, you went to church? No, he said, because I was hungry and you fed me. That's what I heard him say. Listen here. There are 150,000 people each night that go to bed hungry in Nashville. Tonight and this week, that number is going to be fewer. But at the end of the day, let's give God the glory for reminding us to feed the hungry, for calling Louis Johnson and telling him, man, I got something for you to do. I want you to go and help the homeless and the hungry. And for Louis to be crazy enough to feel like that he was hearing this voice telling him to do something, and for him to be like an Abraham who would get up and leave the familiar surroundings that he knew would feed him and clothe him, to go and put food and clothes on someone else's table and someone else's back. I'm just proud to be here. I don't count, God counts. And it counts that somebody can see the churches doing a good work in the community. If it ain't but one person, I hear a lot of folk got negative things to say, but there's somebody out there who's going to be touched by the hands and feet of the Lord on this Monday in Nashville. Thank you, Pastor Johnson, for being God's hands, for being God's feet. Let me be his mouth here. You be quiet. Hey, go tell somebody about the goodness of the Lord. Amen.
Okay, this is our evangelist to the homeless, Jonathan Gray. Jonathan, tell us how this mobile showers and laundry center works.
Well, we've got 1,000 gallons of fresh potable water in the first tank, a generator for the hot water heater, and then we've got 2 gasoline water pumps to pump the water into our showers and washers. And as they shower, the water comes back out into a separate tank, and then we pump it into our second 1,000-gallon tank to go be disposed of.
So that's why we have 2 tanks.
That's the 2 tanks.
All right. You have plenty of water pressure?
Plenty of water pressure.
Good. How long does it take for the hot water to crank up?
Within 20 minutes, we can have hot water.
So this is a totally portable.
We are totally mobile.
No, we don't have to get permits for anything. Park anywhere.
Park anywhere, go anywhere.
And
Showers for anybody.
Tell me how delighted your homeless ladies were when you picked them up to bring them out to this today.
They're pretty excited. We'll find out when they get out. I'm sure they'll be a lot more excited about it when we come around, and the fact that they've got power and can charge their phones and everything else. They were pretty excited about that.
Good deal. So they're going to wash their clothes they got on.
Yeah, wash their clothes, dry their clothes. A lot of them haven't had a shower in, who knows when. So I'm kind of excited about this. Our first, our first trial. So I'm kind of excited about it.
Well, thank you for all you do for our homeless ministry. We know you're the one that does the hard work of going to the camps and taking our food and drinks and Bibles and praying with these people. So we appreciate all you do for evangelism to our homeless in Nashville.
That's my pleasure.
My name's Margaret Honk, and I appreciate them coming out and helping us. Food and showers and washing clothes.
Okay. How long you been homeless?
Almost 3 years.
3 years. And what's it like living outdoors?
It's not the greatest, but it's more.
Do you get to work or do you work or?
No, I don't work right now.
Okay. Are you on disability or anything?
No.
So how do you get by? How do you?
Right now I just sell the paper, but it's not really.
So you sell the contributor
Yeah,
paper
contributor paper.
on the street corners.
Yes.
Good. And how's that work for you?
It's doing good. I mean, there's some days you make maybe $1, $2, and some days you make $10, $20.
But enough just to get food and
Food
get by.
Yeah.
Good. And you?
My name's Patricia, and I appreciate the fact that you guys bring food, canvas, other supplies that we need. And we appreciate the chance to get showers and do laundry.
And get your hair cut today.
Yeah, and get a haircut.
All right. So how long you been homeless?
I was staying with her 3 years.
Okay. And y'all live in the same camp together, right? Okay. Anybody else live in your camp? Just you three, right?
Just three.
Good.
2 dogs.
And you are?
I'm Cynthia Pritchard. I've been homeless since about January, the beginning of this year. I had a stroke. I had to leave the job I was doing on the farming. Not getting disability yet. They got my blood pressure and all regulated. I appreciate Lacy's Longings because they bring groceries out to our camp. Being able to get a shower and do laundry is great. Things we don't get to do all the time. We sell the contributor newspaper, all three of us. The money we use on that, do laundry when we can, buy what little stuff we can with it, and try to help. 3 of us try to help each other out.
So where do you take a shower when you, how do you get to a shower?
Sometimes I boil water on a grill I got, and I got a big spaghetti pot. Sometimes I just we put water in that, boil it, add a little cool, we stand over a bucket with a cup.
Do the best you can then.
We can.
I got it.
Or when it rains, we take nature showers.
I heard that. All right, here's our first 3 amigos just fresh out of the shower. How was it, ladies?
Pretty good.
Was it good hot water?
Yeah.
Plenty of pressure?
Yeah.
Oh, good. How'd that feel?
Felt good.
And now what's happening?
We're fixing to get a haircut and we got laundry washing.
Got your laundry washing and fixing to get a haircut from Miss Tiffany Davenport from Murfreesboro. Hey, it's April 21st, Saturday morning, and we're at Ivy Memorial Baptist Church on East Trinity Lane and unloading our trailer and supplies here in their parking lot so we can give them to these fine ladies and others that are living in hidden homeless camps all over Nashville. And this is Patricia. Wave your hand, Patricia. And Margaret. Stand up, Margaret. And Christine. And how long? It's been about a year since we've been helping you guys, isn't it? Can you tell us how this helps you guys to get supplies from our Layman Lessons Church Ministry?
It's basically been helping us get supplies and help make sure we have food, warm clothes, warm blankets and stuff like that to help us survive the winter.
So how you got meals ready to eat? We've given you those. You doing pretty good on those.
Yeah, we still got plenty of those.
And Powerade Zero.
That's I think we still got about 8 cases
of Powerade Zero. So you're good. We're giving you some cereal today, and other kind of stuff, and some batteries. You got some AAA batteries. Okay. What
Actually,
do you?
these are AA batteries.
AA? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So how do you use those?
They get used in our flashlights.
I guess that's important when you live in a camp.
Yeah.
So tell us about your camp. I know it's behind the water tower up here. Nobody's going to see it. Off a major intersection here, pretty well hidden.
Yeah.
But you guys kind of have a little teepee, don't you? And
yeah, we have a canvas like an Indian wigwam. And we have 2 tents inside. Which basically keeps us dry. We've had churches give us tarps. Your church and another church that we go to, they give us tarps. And they've given us robes to help us repair the holes in the major canvas. And we're just basically surviving the best way we can. That's awesome.
And we've got our mobile showers and laundry unit you guys have had. Y'all have enjoyed that several times.
Yeah.
Good. So we'll have that. We're going to have 4 new gas dryers soon. That'll dry the clothes in about 45, 50 minutes, which is going to be a good thing. And how about you, young lady? Where are you from? And how long have you been up here at the camp?
Almost a year.
Almost a year now.
Almost a year.
My goodness. How about you? You came in from Knoxville, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I've been with them, about several months.
Good.
So.
And you had a kind of an abusive relationship that you had we had to help you with.
He was a drunk.
Yes.
And very mouthy.
And now you got a safe, secure environment with these ladies here, right? And y'all just have entirely too much fun together, don't you? Well, we love you guys, and Layman Lessons Church loves you, and we look forward to continuing to serve you here going forward. The only thing missing now is people who care. What matters most to you?
I wanna live every moment of my life for what matters most. I wanna listen to my
What matters most now that the eyes and ears of your heart has been opened to God's children living in war zone conditions in your own backyard. What matters most now that God has opened the eyes and ears of your hearts to see for the first time God's children who are invisible to the church? Invisible homeless that Christians do not see as we pass them daily on the streets in their war zones. What matters most when we read God's Word to find God commands we care for His children in need. And it is a command, not a suggestion. And it applies to every believer, regardless of your church title. Layman Lessons is the church without walls, feeding the homeless since 2001, both physically and spiritually. Our food donation network is national, regularly feeding over 20,000 homeless, poor, and needy in Tennessee alone. God does not need your help. God allows us the great honor to show our love for our God by loving His children in need in our local communities first, the invisibles dying brutal deaths from life on the streets. If you can pray, drive, make phone calls, donate food or clothing, or give gratefully, you can share the blessing and prove to God what matters most to you.